Welcome back, everyone. We promised you to keep you on track for 2020, so we've got some Monday motivation coming up. But first, we're going to start with the beautiful Miss Vanessa Maldonado. Welcome back, honey.
Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely.
I missed you guys.
Well, we missed you too, and we're really excited for you to help us get off on the right foot.
For 2020?
If you will, for 2020. So tell us what we're talking about today.
Okay, so today we're going to be doing some core exercises. Now, a lot of the reasons why women need this is to strengthen up their upper body. Now, we lack the upper body strength. So one of my favorite classes that I do instruct is Power Core Yoga. So as long as you start strengthening your core, you start aligning everything naturally and not taking muscles from other areas that are not, like, for example, your lower back by lifting things and, you know, so forth. So with that also too, it helps strengthen the arms, triceps, back, and core. So let's go ahead and start with some of the things, and we will do some modifications too for as well, because sometimes there does come a time where your wrist, arms may not be as strong to hold up your body weight. Believe it or not, your body weight is enough to go ahead and
Believe it or not, yeah, especially when you went to Whataburger too many times over the holidays.
What a size. So let's go ahead and get on the mat.
I'll do the modified version.
Yes, of course, is going to be doing the modified version. We'll be doing like about 2 to 3 more modified, and I'll do the full variation.
Okay.
So that way you can go ahead and get started. First, we're going to go ahead and come on to bird dog. We're going to do bird dog crunches, and so we're going to go on to tabletop. So we're going to be coming onto our hands and knees.
Okay.
So you want to make sure, again, you want to make sure that your knees are spread, hips width apart. Spread your fingers out wide, nice and strong. Wrists are going to be stacked on top of the shoulders. Now here, it's also engaging into balance. Balance also helps with the core. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to kick the right foot out, nice and square hips. Now you flex the toes down. Now here, you're going to go ahead and lengthen the left hand forward. Now, as you're having it forward, controlling, engaging into the core as you are breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Now you're going to go ahead and round the spine, bring the knee to elbow. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen out, nice and strong. Then you're going to go ahead and bring it in again. And you can do about 15. I like to do 25 in my class just because it is
because you like to torture your students. It's fine, we know.
You need the core, I promise. So you do this, go ahead and drop the hand, drop the knee, then you go ahead and lengthen the right hand, lengthen the left hand out. Make sure you engage into your balance. Inhale, exhale, round the spine in nice and strong. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, crunch it in. Keep the core nice and tight. And go ahead and drop it down here nice and soft.
Okay.
Now that's one of the exercises. Another one is the obliques here onto the side is also your core. Now on an everyday basis, you are moving forward and backward. So a lot of people don't ever, if you ever think about it, you're not ever moving side to side. People have struggles with the
hips. Yes, the obliques.
The little love handles that we got going on. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna go ahead and do the threading the needle.
Okay.
It's super important. Now this one I'm going to go ahead and have you modify.
Yes.
You're going to come down to forearms. You want to make sure that the forearm is going to be stacked again. You do not drop your body weight. You go ahead and align and lengthen, strengthen the shoulders. Drop the right knee or drop the left knee. Keep the hips up at all times. Do not drop the hips. That's where the core is not wanting to engage.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and drop, lengthen the hips. Inhale, bring that right arm up. Exhale, thread it all the way in. Now that's modification 1 that you'll be going ahead and doing.
Now what if I'm an elderly person at home, I can't really balance on my knees well? Is there room to put like some pillows underneath my hips?
That was my question too. I was gonna ask if you can get the same, if you can get results with that too.
A lot of people have bad knees.
Yes, I don't have very good knees either.
The thing is, if you're gonna invest, like if you're gonna wanna take a yoga practice, you do wanna go ahead and research also the yoga mat that you are doing, because it is harder for wood floors. So if you have a carpet that you can be into the living room or a rug that you're on, I highly recommend for the wrist and the knees to go ahead and go onto that.
And sometimes blankets too, to pad the knees,
you have, yeah, the Mexican blankets, believe it or not, we do use that for in the yoga studios. And then you can also double stack your mats.
Okay.
So that is always a big, big plus, or you can double mat it too.
Let's see.
So let's go ahead and double
top of the
stack,
elbow.
lift the hips up. And then for the second modification on that one, if you want to go ahead and strengthen the arms, the shoulders, the triceps for you, Jocelyn, you can go ahead and open, stack nice and softly, and still keep that knee dropped as you're lengthening. Inhale, exhale, threading it all the way in. There you go. Now go ahead and inhale. Now I'm going to show you the full modification. That one is going to be lengthening the hands, stacking the feet, bringing the hands all the way up. Exhale, bringing it all the way in. Inhale. Exhale, threading all the way in. And you keep repeating that about 15, 20 times.
Ooh.
I feel that. You
I
feel
can
it really
feel the
like
burn, yeah.
in your glutes and in your
Into
in
the
your
obliques,
obliques.
onto the slide into the V lines, which is one of the most important ones too.
Okay.
Now, another one that we can go ahead and do, that one is, that's like one of my favorite. I've done it with the paddleboard yoga onto the ocean, onto the beach.
Oh, wow.
Super, yeah, it's super fun to do. Now that one, we're gonna go ahead and come into bow pose. You're gonna sit onto your tailbone. Now here I'm gonna show you the modified one. You can go ahead and keep your knees here into chest.
Okay.
You always wanna keep your spine lengthened. Try to avoid rounding the spine, bringing the shoulders in, chest in. Chest is gonna come up to the sky. As you bring it up, now you're gonna go ahead and bring your hands and exhale, twist left elbow over to the right knee. Inhale, center, exhale. Now if you feel like you can go ahead, and that's the modified one. That's the modified version.
I like this one. This one feels nice.
Yeah, because it's a good twist that you're doing.
I feel like anybody can do this one, especially if you're on a soft surface.
Yeah, and you can do this like in the living room again, just doing it. Now if you want to go ahead and engage into it, you can bring the knees up. As you bring the knees up, still get the twist.
Okay.
Exhale.
Again,
Twist.
for beginners, blanket maybe behind the hips to help you sort of balance upward.
Definitely.
Is it cheating if you lean up against the couch so that you can sort of hold yourself up and just practice that motion?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Something to try at home.
That, or you can also bring in the hands back, fingertips. I would recommend, because if you're too much laying onto something, then you're not engaging into the full muscles that you should be engaging into. So you can do fingertips, and then you can go ahead and twist, or bring it in forward, lengthen, forward, lengthen, forward,
and for beginners, you can just do the shoulder movements.
For now, I'm bringing the knees in, twist, lengthen straight out, twist over. And then for the full extended, you can toe tap, X, and then bring it in.
Yeah, it only takes like 5 of those for you to start crying. I'm already taking a break. I'm getting sweaty. Okay, so that's a really good one.
Yeah, the twisting.
Big thing, take into account your breathing, and also not that you're like sticking out your stomach, right? We have to keep in mind to keep our tummy nice and tight.
Yes.
How do we do that? How are we aware of our core?
You keep your core tight. Like we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and come to forward plank, because I'm gonna go and hone. A lot of people have this bad habit because they want to get lazy and their core wants to fight against them. You're gonna come down to forearm. So for example, if you don't have strong wrist, you want to give your wrist a break, and that's normally what I'll do to my students. Come down. I see a lot of this. Hips up. Drop the hips as low possible. Squeeze the core nice and tight. You can either hold your plank, forearm plank, or you can go ahead and start bringing out your toes and your feet and engaging into them. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 4.
If you don't start shaking,
exhale.
I know. Is that okay if I'm shaking like we're Morocco right now?
It's totally good. Stay strong onto your breath. So exhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. And that's where you're going to feel the core burn nice and good. But it's such a good burn to do.
Okay, I definitely worked up a sweat, and I was doing the modified version, so I thank all of you at home. Probably got a lot from this segment. Thank you, Vanessa, for joining us and teaching us how to have
Ms. Vanessa.
a stronger core. God, I'm feeling it. Okay, y'all, coming up next, we got our bodies flowing. How about those brain waves? We have a little trivia coming back to Coastal Living when we come back. Stick with us.